Today we're here to do some holiday punch.
Yeah, it's 10:30 and we're ready to, you know, get our punch on.
That's right. I'm doing some Gløgg. And
is that the authentic pronunciation?
I believe it is.
So you're doing a Gløgg.
I'm doing a Gløgg.
What is a Gløgg?
A Gløgg is
a funny word.
It's a sound you make when you're drinking it.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you pour the liquid in, it kind of goes Gløgg, Gløgg,
Gløgg.
Gløgg. It's Swedish. Yeah. And usually it's wine. It's like spiced. It's like mulled wine, essentially. And sometimes it has aquavit in it, which is kind of good. Oh. And this one, which is by TasteFood, has it has Cointreau, it has rum-soaked raisins. It also has port, so it's a little bit like Gløgg
times 10. Gløgg for real grown-ups. So yours is super strong and powerful. And actually the one that I'm making is a spiced, drunken, hot apple cider by Cordelia. And it's actually much more subtle. It just has some white wine in it, sort of semi-sweet or sweet, depending on how sweet you want it, and some cider and spices, and so it's more gentle. And
so maybe it's about like which amount of octane you want.
Perhaps.
Yes.
So we should get started.
Okay. Yeah. I'm adding orange zest, dark brown sugar, which is very hardly packed.
Very firmly packed. Sorry.
Yeah, it's very firmly packed. Some cloves, a cinnamon stick, and some freshly squeezed orange juice. And then I'm going to add a dash.
Just a dash. Just a small dash.
And now, some port.
Is that ruby port?
I believe it is. Fine ruby port.
Fine
and
ruby port.
then I'm going to put this on the stove and you reduce it. You have it.
Yeah. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes. So I just have cider in this pot. And adding a lot of the same spices, actually. A bunch of cinnamon, some cloves, and then I've got a vanilla bean that I'm going to split so all the seeds can get in there. Okay. And then I'm just grating some fresh nutmeg with Amanda's handy dandy nutmeg grater, which I covet.
But we also decided that the only way to go with nutmeg is to freshly grate it. It's so different.
Oh, totally.
It's
you
like
absolutely have to.
Some spices, you know,
Yeah,
you can
get away with
the ground.
But not nutmeg. So I'm adding some honey. I'm not going to add too much. You have a bit of a choice. Cordelia says 3 to 4 tablespoons, and I'm just going to put
2.
I might do 2 because the wine we got is, and the cider actually we got is quite sweet. So this is up to you. I'm just going to heat this up. Actually simmer it a little bit so the spices infuse.
All right, so my Cointreau, port, and orange juice is cooking down nicely.
Smells really good.
Gives you a little moment to open the wine. I think mine's ready to go.
Yeah?
Ooh.
What kind of red wine are you using?
I'm using Domaine Boussé.
Coteron.
Coteron. A sort of full-bodied red wine, I think is.
Yeah, that's what TasteFood calls for, is that full body. 2, you know, normally it's two, but we're just having it here because Merrill and I can only drink so much before noon. Here's Glogg.
There you go.
Alright, so I'm going to reheat this. You don't boil it, you just sort of warm it up.
Yeah, you really don't want to boil either of these once you add the wine.
This is the point at which my grandfather puts it in a crock pot.
And then just lets it sit there?
Yeah, for the party.
Oh,
That's how he serves it.
Oh, that's
that's clever.
So the cider's been simmering for about 10 minutes, infusing with all the spices, and I'm now going to turn the heat all the way down so it's not boiling, and add 3/4 of a bottle of, it's a German Riesling that I'm using, so it's just off dry. And after it's warmed a little bit, just going to add the cranberries carefully. You don't want it to splatter up and burn you. You just warm them up through a little bit until they start to pop and release some of their pinkness, and makes the whole punch a little bit pink.
So with this, what you do is you do a nice generous spoonful of raisins with a little bit of the rum that they've been soaking in for as long as you like. And these are toasted and chopped almonds.
So you get your, you know, hors d'oeuvre and your drink in the same vessel.
Yeah, we like that. It's very efficient.
It's so rich looking, isn't it?
I know, it's beautiful.
So I'm just going to dish up some of this. It smells so nice and spicy. And I never would have thought to put wine in with cider. I think it's a really great match. Shall we go?
We're going to go sit by the fire.
Okay. So we have your Christmas tree, which is...
Yeah, which is the size, we bought it the size of our kids so they could reach the top.
That's
so
great.
it's a little ridiculous ridiculously small, but
It's cute.
It takes 5 minutes to decorate.
Excellent.
That's
Well
cute.
planned.
Yes.
You having this one first?
Yes, I'm gonna go with the Glogg.
Me too. Mmm. Woo!
Oh my god. Mm-hmm.
Packs a punch. In a good way. Mmm.
Mm. And you know what?
Perfect.
It's as despite the fact that there are a lot of cranberries, they don't kind of get in your way.
No, they
sort of-
don't.
They bob around.
They part.
They keep to themselves. So happy holidays. to
And
all of
Happy
you.
New Year.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.